Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Shakk party. My co-streamer is just vomiting on the table. Let's talk about it. Nick, why the fuck did you just throw up on the table?
Because that shit was funny.
Well, we're here just to talk about whatever comes to mind, random stuff, and maybe you'll catch a few episodes of D&D, or maybe some gaming topics, or maybe a few theories. But that's just a theory. A game theory.
Shut the fuck up.
Joining me on the cast, we have Logan.
Howdy.
We got Peyton with us.
What's up?
We got
bitch?
Nick.
Fuck you.
And that's our whole cast right here. We got special guest stars featuring Logan's extended family and his ex, which is somewhere lurking. But we'll get into that later. I think she's in the living room. If she is, I'm sorry for saying lurking. Dogs. Let's talk about it.
Fuck them. I don't like dogs that much.
Whoa.
Drugs. They're bad. You guys hate them. I want them. Let's talk about that too.
Let's not talk about that, dude. That seems like a shitty fucking topic.
I mean, like, yeah, I took that fucking Benadryl and that shit sent me to the hospital.
That's a good topic.
That's
That
is
is
a
a
great
topic.
topic.
Tell the
story,
Let's
tell the story.
talk about that.
Alright, where do I start at?
Start from the
Beginning.
idea. Let's go with just the idea.
What led you to
I was
it?
looking up, like, ways to get high or whatever, and I came across fucking, they were like, yeah, you can take Benadryl, and that shit will make you hallucinate. So, like, me and Lee go out, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy this Benadryl, and I'm gonna trip on it. You can come over if you want. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come over. Motherfucker didn't come over. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it without it. So it recommends that you take like 15 to start out. So I did that. You know, I'm sitting there watching a D&D fucking live stream, and I'm not feeling shit. So I go and I take like 5 more, and I go and I sit back on my bed, still not feeling shit after a while, and I just keep upping it until I get to like 30 total, and then I'm laying on my bed, and I can't fucking move my body, and I can't see anything, it's really blurry, and like...
Guys, we do not endorse taking copious amounts of
Let me
Benadryl.
finish my story, David.
This is just a disclaimer. Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm fucking sitting there watching the stream, and I start not feeling very good, worse than I already was at the time. So I go to sit up and I throw up everywhere, and I get up to go get in the shower because my brother went to go get my mom. So I was like, I'm going to take a shower because I was covered in vomit. And then after that, it just kind of went dark, I guess. Because, like, I remember certain stuff, like...
From what I hear,
He was naked.
Naked,
And
yes.
he was tearing off pictures and the curtains down. He was being chased by dragons.
butt-ass naked.
And can you explain when you were at the hospital? I know you were like, you hate getting needles and giving blood,
Yeah,
and
so...
you described it as them stealing your blood every hour.
Yeah, see, like... They had done it a couple times the day I got there, and during the night. And in the morning, they do it like 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. And...
It's too fucking early.
Yeah, I know, right? And they wake me up like an hour later. And I'm like, didn't you guys just do this? Like, really? Is that necessary?
So, did you have a great trip?
No.
Would you recommend this to anyone?
Bad trips. Bad trips.
Maybe if you have a trip sitter.
Yeah. I was supposed to
If
have
you wouldn't have
one.
done it alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was supposed to have a sitter, but he didn't show up.
Or maybe if Lee wouldn't have corrupted you in the first place, maybe you'd been fine.
Why'd you look
Maybe.
it up? Like, what?
Because I wanted to fucking trip bottles and shit.
Why didn't you do like normal drugs?
Was
I
there
wanna do
at,
shrooms.
was there at any moment when you realized like, all right, this is going downhill? Was it when you
When I
couldn't
couldn't
move?
fucking move or see. I
Was
was
it-
texting Lee, and I go back, and he has to... Hold on.
Do you
Show you
have the
this shit.
message that you sent him?
Yes.
This is great.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
for y'all who can't know what's going on. He's looking up the message that he sent in his induced state.
So the context is, he was asking me how it was going. And here it is.
Like my whole body, ghouls, jekwev, duchil, futter, I curry, rrre that folk. So
The second one after Duke Chill was supposed to be fuck. I can't read that. What he sent me, I couldn't read that shit. I tried typing that out, and I got a bunch of gibberish.
Let me see that picture of me with that fucking Krabby Patty.
Okay.
oh, yes, please show us the picture of you with a Krabby Patty. Now that's a god right there, guys.
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
know.
look
If
at that
Miss
fucking
it?
hair, dude. I miss it.
Yeah,
All my hair's gone.
Peyton had long hair for the longest time, so would never cut it. But when we worked at Max Fresh Hellscape, they forced him to remove his hair to continue to get paid. So we saw a brand new baby boy, Peyton, born that day.
Tell us your journey of losing your hair, Peyton.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was fucking sad, dude.
You-
I went and got my app at Max Fresh Hellscape, and
Oh yeah.
Amy, which is the manager there, she didn't bring up anything about the hair, so I filled my application out, and I brought it back. And a couple days later, I got called in for an interview, and the overlord there,
What
Lisa.
the fuck is the last name? I don't know her last name.
I don't
Like,
fucking know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
I never see her. When she does, she comes out to bitch at us, and then she just disappears back into her fucking dungeon.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a good interview, I guess. First interview I ever fucking had. I suppose it went well. I got the job. And at the end she was like, the hair thing, it's gonna have to all fucking come off. Sorry, dude. It's not my problem. I don't care about it. It's, Reggie. Reggie's basically Max God.
Because he doesn't have hair himself. So
Yeah, he doesn't have hair himself, so it makes everyone else cut it off, I guess.
He shows up once every 3 years and yells at us
Yeah.
for some shit. Or something.
Reggie's like a solar eclipse. When he shows up with his cowboy hat and boots, you know you're in the presence of a true god. Like that's a man. That's a god among mortals. Let's just like he comes in, fucks shit up, and then leaves. And his son's no different. His son shows up, breaks a broom.
God, his son is...
I like Joseph.
Joseph's
I like
cool.
I like him at this point in time.
Until he comes in the break room, destroys a broom,
That's
and then
fucking
leaves.
He's so strange.
He's
He-
a little strange.
he-
I have to give him a hug every time he waltzes in.
You gave him a hug?
I can't escape it, so I just go for it now. He's like, Nick. I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? Whatever.
So,
I like him at this point.
maybe we should go around and tell a little bit about ourselves, so these people can
Nick
get a
does
better
pin a
idea of
girl
who
for
we are.
fun.
I don't do that shit no more. Unless you
Nick
guys
Nick
are
wasn't
worried.
tripping, bro. He was dying.
I was dying.
We trademarked that quote.
Who wants,
Because
who wants to start?
So basically, you were overdosing on Benadryl.
Yeah.
Bro,
Not no, basically. He would.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna fucking die, dude.
Really?
When I
Yeah,
heard
dude.
you were in the hospital, I started to get. I was scared for you.
Another good time was one of our other friends who he may show up later on. He cut up what was it? Fucking melatonin into like pieces.
Did he snort it?
My phone, bro.
No.
Ooh.
Lee Bob Jones. He fucking
What about Lee and the zinc pills?
the zinc
No,
pills.
not the zinc supplements to make his dick big.
And he overdoses on
And
zinc.
he's like, guys, I don't feel it.
It's shits for weed.
There's great, but he cut up melatonin and he gave us all. He was like, "They're edible,
Told y'all
guys."
fucking weed.
And we
gummies.
take them and we're like, dude, this ain't shit. And so when Nick fucks up and almost gets himself admitted to a fucking psych house,
Jesse tells his parents.
Jesse
tells your
snitches.
parents
Yeah.
that it was the weed that we took at the shack.
weed.
Where
I'm
was the
quoting
weed?
Oh my God.
weed. Like that was
And
actually what it
that's why Jesse's
was.
not allowed to come to the
Yeah,
shack
and that's
anymore.
why my dad does not like Lee. I don't mention Lee around him. If he does, he spouts off some shit that pisses me off. Like, don't get me started.
For you guys, don't worry about Nick's dad. He's basically Frankenstein.
Nick's dad is fucking wartime, man.
he actually wasn't your dad in Thrasher
He was a
magazine?
tank mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also
Dad,
like
he's
in a Thrasher
He was in
magazine.
Thrasher for skateboarding. He did some shit on tanks. Probably killed some people in Somalia. I don't know. Not gonna ask him. Just in case he has PTSD, I don't know about. But or like he got his hand
Well-
fucked up or like cut off or something.
Well, now you know that if he ever pisses you off again, just throw a fucking firecracker into bed at night. Why not?
He loves fireworks, so I don't think he has PTSD.
You remember when he? All right, this is a little throwback.
Well, not all PTSD is set off by like firecrackers and stuff.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Some
I
of
set
it,
off
you
my
just
Just,
get
uh,
like a
just try walking into his room in the middle of the night and shoot him. Maybe that'll or drop a chainsaw on him.
ceiling fans set people off.
like
Might
it
not be
mimics
right.
the helicopter blades. Like
Imagine
like,
laying back in your chair and you go,
different
ah,
different things. set
and you start
people off.
panicking.
Sometimes it'll be fireworks, or like it could be a certain word.
Roger.
Or like,
Vietnam.
Roger.
or if they're going into the house to fix something, and then it reminds them of the foxholes.
Yeah. Smoking the wacky weed in the foxhole.
Fuck, brother.
Didn't your
That's a
dad,
throwback.
Nick? Didn't your dad have a Tony Hawk shirt?
Yeah, mom threw it away.
And your mom threw it away and was like, "This shirt's ugly."
Yeah, threw it away. He was like, by the way, that was Tony Hawk's shirt. He threw it away.
And she was like, "No."
Yeah, she did feel really bad about it.
Nick's like our exotic pets guy. Let's see. He's on a
Booger.
lizard. Yeah, he's on a lizard. He's got a demon bird. What was your
A
frog's
frog.
name? Yeah, your frog.
Like,
Gamatatsu or something?
no, Chief Tail Gamabunta.
Gamabunta.
I was about to
yeah.
ask, do you want it officially or unofficially?
Officially, yes. For the official recording.
Official, his whole name was Chief Tail Gamabunta. Like, from Naruto.
Nick is our resident weeb.
Oh, yeah.
Bought himself a Hentai Haven shirt. What are your thoughts on hentai?
I love it.
Not real big on it. I understand why. Why some.
I
It's
thought that was porn.
It is.
It is.
Hentai is porn,
Oh.
but it's art.
It's a good
It's
Have you seen
something to just like
Have you
jump
seen my
onto every
jacket?
now and again.
I
for
guess if
normal
you're
stuff.
bored, I guess maybe.
Like,
You
you
wanna
get
be
bored
a-
with the normal stuff and you want to
Well, yeah,
try something else.
I get that. Like, you wouldn't eat a sandwich every day of the week. Maybe you want a blurry
Or no,
sandwich.
you're eating uncensored.
Maybe you want.
but it's like you're eating a ham sandwich every day,
yeah.
and you're like, maybe I want a turkey sandwich.
Maybe I feel weird today.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe I want a
this
tentacle
octopus
sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah, maybe I want tentacles.
Maybe
to
I
come in
want
my
ugly
mouth.
bastard. Fucking rape.
Yeah,
Fucking rape
that's the
sandwich.
one hentai I can never get behind. If I see that shit, I'm out. Ugly bastard. They have the
Something-
same look every time.
Ugly as hell.
Yeah, they're
And
just
it's
they're
always-
always drooling, and they're always like, hey,
Oh.
and it just goes on forever.
I know someone who can't eat Fruit Loops. Do you hear me?
Huh?
I know someone who won't eat Fruit Loops because of a certain video.
Oh yeah, I can imagine the video.
The video where he eats,
He
the
eats Fruit Loops
chick's
out of her
butthole.
ass. Yeah.
All right, now that's a gym.
Disgusting.
That is a gym. I've seen one where two girls with gaping anuses as another one golfs into their ass.
I think I've seen that too.
Yeah.
I know what you're.
They put
the
golf balls
heck?
into their anus.
Yeah,
Just open.
I do know what you're talking about.
Let's see.
That doesn't have shit on One Man, One Horse.
Okay, one man, one horse is
No, it's the Booty Hole Bandit.
okay.
What is it, like
Jesus.
jar squatter? The motherfucker sits on a jar.
Oh
he breaks
god,
it.
one man, one jar.
Oh man,
Yeah, I've
one
got-
one man, one spoon. That's a good one.
I don't know that one.
That's the one where a dude takes a spoon.
One man,
and
one
he
screwdriver.
scoops out
is
his
a pop-
eyes.
No,
I couldn't fucking tell you, dude.
What?
the sandbox one.
Oh, dude.
2 kids, 1 sandwich.
Two kids, one
I-
sandbox.
kids,
yeah,
one
that's
sandbox.
it.
I guess I could tell
I've
you.
heard that name, but I don't know what it is.
Tingle showed it to
Is
me.
it putting sand in the pee hole, or was she like putting something in the pee hole?
I'm pretty sure she like freezes his cum and sticks it back in his
pee
dick.
hole.
Oh man.
I've never seen it. I've
Yeah.
only heard the stories.
Yeah.
Nick's
Nick,
looking
Nick,
it
no,
up.
Nick,
You're
no,
gonna
don't
have
do
to
it.
now.
Don't do it, Nick.
That's disgusting.
While he's looking that up, what are your thoughts on Shadman?
Shadman, I
Shadman-
think he's a fucking
God,
god.
That's a
among men.
that's a
He's my
god.
goddamn
That's a
Yeah.
god
idol.
right there. Like if I ever want current news, I go to the Shad Base. For anybody who doesn't know what Shad Base is, please look him up. He's a legend. He's by far funniest man I ever met.
Besides fucking Joey Diaz.
Okay, Joey Diaz is also fucking hilarious.
I don't get anal either, dude.
The eater.
Eater, dude. Yeah, why the
Anal
fuck
eater.
would you want it up the ass?
Well, I mean, some people like to do something different.
Stinky.
At you.
Yeah, for real.
All right.
As long as she's clean, you're good.
I'm about to say that
How
shit's
do you
kind of
know she's
nasty.
clean?
For real. How do you know Jesus?
Bro, maybe she got like.
If you go to the bathroom in her house and she has baby wipes in her bathroom, you're good.
Okay.
What?
One of which you're helping.
That's like saying. That's like saying if I stick my hands in dirt and then I get a baby wipe and do that, they're not fucking clean.
Baby wipes are clean. They're meant to clean.
Baby's butts.
Exactly.
No, there's a special wipe for that.
Coochie wipe.
It's called ass paper.
You can get, what is that thing called? A baba ganoush?
A
like-
douche?
A baba ganoush. It's like an asshole faucet. It goes in your toilet. And it,
A bidet.
A bidet.
A bidet. A baba ganoush?
That's food.
Nick, forget whatever you look up what a baba
is
ganoush is.
food.
A bidet
bidet.
is water.
Baba ganoush is like
Yeah,
it's like an
that's what they have in
Italian food.
Japan.
I want to
Oh,
point
yeah,
out that
it's a food.
speaking of a bidet, they have bidets you can buy that you just install your toilet. Blown away.
Baba ganoush is food.
And
It
it looks
is
like
food.
a rocket ship, your toilet.
People be putting food in their ass.
How we described it, guys, was it's a faucet for your ass. So I guess if you eat too much shit, you're gonna crap yourself. You just turn the faucet.
Yeah, don't they have? Isn't that like on all the toilets in Japan?
Yeah, they have a.
Yeah.
It just you don't wipe.
Yeah,
you just
it's on-
spray water
and
up
they're
there
all
and just.
squatty potties,
But
too.
that's
Yeah,
so.
squatty
Yeah,
potties.
squat pots, bro.
In China,
how
they
does
have
it-
holes in the floor.
Yeah, it's the squatty.
But the bidet is stupid because I mean, what if you took like a hot shit, like the ones where you sweat. Like
never had that.
I'm talking leg shaking, headache inducing, toilet rack grabbing shits, and you,
Where's a toilet rack?
bro, it's the towel racks, and you turn it into a toilet rack.
Whose towel rack is right above them?
No, across the
Like
wall.
across.
No, across the wall. Well, it's not gonna be on the
Your bathroom fucking
sides.
small if you reach forward and grab the towel rack.
Well, we don't have a very like my house used to be a diner. That's like the whole backstory. So the bathroom's like this wide. So the towel rack, I can reach across my toilet and grab it, and that's a lifesaver right there. Let me just say.
Basically.
And anyway, if you turn on a bidet after one of those shit, you're just gonna spray poo poo particles all over your nuts. Also, like if you turn it on and it goes past your butthole, you're just gonna destroy your testicles. Like it's just gonna go, boo, and goodbye to
That's
all
why
your.
you just get aimbot for it.
Oh yeah, you install an aimbot, get a RAM software attached to your faucet, so you can just aimbot.
It auto aims to your booty hole.
Yeah,
How does
it auto,
it do that?
it auto aims to your butt.
It's not real.
It doesn't.
No, how does it know where your booty hole
You're just supposed to put your butthole in front of it.
But
You're
what if
supposed to-
somebody
It's like a
has
face scanner.
Could someone have two buttholes?
Probably.
I'd rather have.
There is.
It's called
there-
being a girl.
If you're supposed to stink, you got two buttholes.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh man. Oh, he maxed it, though. He
Oh.
maxed it out.
Oh.
You don't even enjoy the booth. What's the point of giving it to you if you're just gonna blow it out?
Who started the name Boo?
The booth name originally spawns to like
Weed.
the weed.
Yeah.
¿Quieres?
The
booth.
weed.
Pass the booth.
You do know boof stands for carrying drugs around in your ass. That's what boof means.
So,
That's what everyone
pass
does
the
at school.
booth.
I thought
Like,
that was
yeah,
keystering.
that's
It's the same
keystering.
thing. It's like a slang because.
But
I
I've
remember-
always heard it as pass the booth here, and then they hit the
'Cause
booth.
I've never heard
our group
that.
chat is called the boof pack.
That was like past.
And my dad got on the phone and looked
No,
at
it
it,
means, like,
and he was
pass
like,
blunt.
"You do know boof means
Yeah.
to carry drugs around in your ass, right?"
Yeah, we all carry drugs in our ass. They had one of it.
The jewel up her twat, so
Yeah.
that way she didn't get caught with it.
Dude,
And they
I
didn't
saw
have to
I saw
They didn't wrap it up or anything.
Y'all
They
know
didn't change the pot or anything.
y'all know Live PD,
Here?
like that show that comes on
Like
TV
a-
where it's like cop
Georgetown.
cams and shit.
Georgia.
Cops.
Georgetown.
No, Live
they
PD.
have
Live
body
PD.
cams
They have
on
body
it.
cams, so you see like people getting shot and shit. There's one episode where this man's like,
Let me tell you.
I swallowed crack. He's like, how much? A bag. And he's like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. And he's just fucking, his pupils are like this big. They cover his whole eye.
Yeah.
And he's like, also I got a crack pipe. And they're like, where? And he goes, in my ass. Like, okay, go to Tiger Stop and you'll see a pipe like this long. That's what they put on the trunk. He goes, if you cough, will it come out or is it in there? He goes, It's all the way in there. And the cop reaches his hand into the pants and he goes, all right, I've got it. I've got the crack pipe. And all I could think about was, he can keep that fucking crack pipe, dude. That's a meth head right there. There's also an episode where they're chasing a car and it turns sideways and flips and the lady flies out of the car from the passenger window. It flips on its side and she goes, meow.
Did she live?
I don't fucking know. Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Why?
What is it? Explain.
It's
Oh,
a
fuck,
it's
yeah.
Ah,
It's
fuck.
that Rippendale thing on Snapchat with the cat eating the turkey's ass.
What the heck, girl? Or some weird.
No, that's Seth.
Well,
Are we gonna have Seth on here?
Probably
Fuck.
fucking no.
Probably
We're
not.
gonna have
we
a-
can't have.
we're gonna have
Seth.
a range of people on there.
Oh my god.
If this is
One person
successful.
you can't have his calendar.
Yeah,
Wow.
calendar. He'll say
Calendar's like the shoe
He'll
knife
say-
of a song.
He'll say
He's like the
he'll say a
shoe
lot
knives.
of bad
He's
things that
toilet
we won't
paper.
be able to
Yeah, like we'll.
release.
You
All
know,
of this is
I mean-
already inappropriate.
No,
He'll say the bad
He'll
stuff.
say things that are not allowed,
like
Like,
the
should never come out of somebody's mouth.
like we'll hit
like things that will
we'll
offend
say-
certain
we'll
cultures
say-
or races.
Yeah, we'll say go, and it'll just be beep. It will just non-stop if we beeped it. We wouldn't get anything done. Peyton, you're playing Jedi Fallen Order, right?
Yeah, I done beat that bitch.
Oh yeah. What was the final boss? Can you explain?
Fuck no, I
That's
can't
a
explain.
spoiler, man. You're not gonna spoil
not gonna
Yeah, I
spoil
haven't
it.
finished that motherfucker yet.
Okay.
I don't even
I
have
don't
the
let him
game.
play it when I come over.
Tell you, there's a fucking thing going around where people are like spoiling the Fallen Order like by accident. Like a streamer recently was playing it and he didn't realize he was about at the end, and he was like, I'll just stop it before the ending. And then he beat the game. And everybody was like oof in chat.
Why would they be watching them play the game if?
Well, I guess he was just like gonna do like, oh, here's a sneak peek of all the stuff, and then he beat the game at that time, and they were like, dude, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, guys.
I mean, that's their
This
fault.
guy.
They shouldn't have been watching.
Yeah, that's what I was. I've never seen that motherfucker.
Oh, what?
So
Is he about to eat this glue?
Bro, is this where he
Yeah.
eats that glue stick?
Yeah, this is what he does. He eats glue for a hobby.
Bro, fuck
Shoe
that.
nice. This guy.
Shoe nice.
What
You
the
fucking
fuck?
eat.
You've seen him before. He's an internet
He
fossil.
eats glue
He's
and
been
shit.
around for years.
Yeah.
Lunatic, but he actually eats it.
I think like 30s. No, I don't think we can do this for 1 hour.
He probably could.
yeah, it's our first one, we can go for an hour.
I guess, but I don't know about all the.
Any new games are looking forward to coming out?
Oh,
No.
on the Switch, they're releasing all the Five Nights at Freddy's. And you know, look at me, Logan. You know, I'm going to get all of them. I am the Five Nights at Freddy's king. Move over,
you're not.
multiplier.
God, that makes me think of being in Fifth Hour.
You laughing at fucking fart noise. Fucking fart girl.
No, my sense of humor is so pure. We're just sitting there, and I'm like, hey guys, listen to
The
this
last thing
video.
you have is a pure sense of humor.
So we're
Yeah,
sitting, we're all in high school except for Briley. He graduated last year. And
Yeah.
our Fifth Hour is Odyssey Road, which is our computer class. So we're sitting there, and I'm on YouTube because I'm caught up on my stuff. Fuck you. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, and I'm on YouTube, and something just hits me. So I type in a video, I plug in some headphones, and I'm like, Peyton, put on these headphones. He puts them on, and I turn the volume all the way up, and it's just a 3-hour loop of different kinds of farts.
Should we tell them the time we watched, No, Peyton, tell them the time you go, I don't feel good, and then immediately vomit onto the floor.
This is a good one. So we're at my place this past summer, and
The
you know-
Shakk.
Yeah, the shack.
That's
That's what. Yeah,
That's where these are recorded.
and I'm boofing it up. I'm ripping on Logan's. What the fuck was it? What was it?
Oh,
I
it was I think it was just a jewel. Or,
I don't have a fucking jewel. Jewels are for bitches.
All right.
It was the
no,
it
it
was
was
like
like you had
that.
a leap or something. Yeah, you
it
had
wasn't a leap. I think it was just this thing, but it was black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been one of those.
First one I got.
Yeah, I was ripping on it, and It was midsummer. It was pretty fucking hot in there. And you know, I got a couple good hits, and something just hit me.
And,
Like
like-
something kicked me right in the
Can
fucking
someone
nuts.
give me a water?
Yeah,
Didn't you like eat a hot dog or
Yeah.
something? Like Logan
Before
brought
we went
hot
to
dogs.
before we went to the Shakk,
Yeah.
I fucking feasted on some chili dogs. Homie.
Yeah, and I'm trying to run a D&D campaign. For
Yeah,
this
we're trying to
motherfucker.
play D&D, and you know, I get a fucking couple hits, and you know, I just don't feel good. I start sweating.
Light in the laundry room.
One of the dogs, probably.
I start sweating, and friend Victoria's there, and I'm like, dude, Victoria, throw me that fucking water that's behind you, dude. And mid-air, the water bottle's in the fucking air, and I bend over and I just start fucking puking, and the water bottle hits me in the back of the fucking head.
Everybody clears out. I'm
No,
still sitting
I've
there.
never,
I'm like,
I've never seen. Oh my god! It,
Like-
it wasn't just vomit. Like it was a
It was
straight
mostly-
line.
Fucking hot dog chunks. I was picking up hot dog.
Everybody,
So
Hot
So
dog
we-
and chili.
we tell Peyton, we're like, Peyton, get that shit out of here, man. So we have a box cutter, and he cuts a perfect circle out of the carpet, and we're like, you think his mom will notice? And he goes, no.
She still hasn't.
That's when Nick let me drive his car after he
Yeah,
told me that.
yeah.
yeah, everybody cleared out.
No, we fucking sat in the car and waited for him.
Dude, that shit fucking stank.
Yes,
I sat,
It
Well, we
was-
were in there.
I sat in there.
It
After
was like
everybody
a, it
left,
was like
and I
a
was sitting
chemical
there,
bomb gone off.
And I'm like, it's not that bad. I'm just gonna try to sit here and support him while he's going through this time. And the smell starts to come my way. I'm like, and I had to get out.
We had to clear out, man. It was toxic.
Dude, it was one of those bad fucking throw ups, dude. I had chili coming out my fucking nose and shit.
He was remaking the chili dog.
That's like I couldn't stay in my room
Yeah,
for
I was about to
days.
say
For days after I threw up Benadryl. I couldn't
He could.
go
He
in
was just. Wasn't it just like the smell was just awful?
Yeah, it was
Didn't you like immediately trash that shit?
there. Yeah.
You were like, "Fuck this," and you like threw it in the trash can and watched the
Yeah.
garbage man
I had-
take it away.
Yeah, I had it stashed away, and I fucking threw it in the dumpster, and the dump truck, or like fucking garbage truck, came by and picked it up, and they took it away. So
Would you do it again if you had a spotter?
maybe.
No, don't
So,
fucking.
I think
do it
when we
again.
all graduate, we don't have to worry about drug tests. We should do one of these,
Smoke pot.
but high.
I think that's a good idea. It should be the first time I get high too. Like really high.
The
That-
only ones that have to worry about drug tests are me and you.
We can like huff spray paint or something.
Not
No.
anymore. Sports are over.
We can huff gasoline.
Not for me.
Yeah.
For me, they are.
Bro, we could do whippets and almost die. Apparently,
Do you
I
guys
think
have
it was,
any whipped cream?
Whipped cream?
Yeah.
No.
yeah, whipped cream. You can do a whippet out of
No,
whipped
I was
cream.
just saying if they had any right now.
Oh no.
I'd be like,
Well, just to do it.
yeah.
Well, the thing with whippets is they're extremely dangerous, and you can die from them. Apparently, because there was a lady who like was driving, and these cops pulled her over, and she described that she had like you know how you go into Starbucks and they got like this little can, they put the compressed air and they do it.
Yeah.
She had one of those, but a fuck ton of like CO2 cartridges that she would put into it and would do whippets out of it. And they're like, she could die. And she was like, I did 10 tonight. I was like, holy shit.
Or it's like taking all that CO2 to your fucking brain.
Yeah, it's like just, you might as well just take it, put it in a liquid form and just go, pew, and put it right in your fucking head.
We don't just shit in a bag. Puff it.
Huff, huff. There's homeless people do that shit, man. They fucking, you
Well,
like,
when you can't afford crack.
they fucking huff.
Like, remember that time you shot in a bag?
Yeah, that's quite fucking extreme.
I remember.
I never ran so
Peyton
fucking
almost
fast.
killed Nick. Nick's standing at the door of the shack. Logan takes a shit in a bag and chases Peyton. Peyton
Well,
comes
if
through
the
the
fucking
door.
shack had water and we had a bathroom.
That's not my fault, homie. That's my mom's fault. All right.
That's why I can't stay at the shack for extended periods of time.
Yep.
You can just go in his house.
Probably be back shortly. Gonna go to the potty.
Or whatever the hell he's doing. Probably going to jerk off.
Probably.
That's why I was in there for so long.
Yeah. So.
What do we do now? Riley's our hype man.
Let's talk about Briley.
Riley does not know how to
that's
stop
really-
talking.
Yeah.
That's why he's good at this.
Yeah, it is. Because when we run out of stuff to talk about, he just rolls with it. Any stories?
No, not off the top of my head.
Well, shoot, we were just having that whole
Oh yeah, shit.
intruder fiasco. So right now we're at my house because internet. And while we're sitting in the house, I look out the window. My truck light is on, and I'm like,
And I'm back.
no one's been in my truck. So I get the old strap. And I head outside.
We keep the gat, you know.
Yeah.
Make sure you mention how you got in red.
Anyway, so I walk into my truck. Everything with my truck is fine. And I look over in my neighbor's yard. He's my uncle. So there's a dude standing over there. His head's poking up over his vehicle. I'm like, maybe it's my uncle. So I walk over there. Bolts to the woods. Runs full speed into our little shed that we have. And it's missing a whole wall. So I'm like, that's strange. So I walk over there. I walk over into the shed. And I'm looking. Something starts running again. So I shoot at the ground.
And he shot Uncle.
We got propane tanks and CO2 bottles back there.
That dude was back there getting fucking high.
Probably.
He was huffing
Would have been
CO2.
one hell of an explosion.
He was doing a big ass whippet off of propane tanks and CO2 cartridges.
So I shoot a few times and then I head back to the house.
And this is just as we pulled up.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
as they're pulling up.
I was
So-
walking through the fucking driveway and gunshots start going off. So yeah.
And Bradley just farted.
Yeah,
So
Bradley
that's
just
really
shit
damn
himself.
So I'm running back to the house and I'm like, get in the house, get in the house. And they're running, Peyton fucking falls. Almost falls. And we're sitting there and we're like, well, ain't that something? So we decide, me, Peyton, and Nick, we're gonna arm up and go look in the woods. So we walk
Nick's shaking his head no, by the way.
We walked back there, and
Yeah.
we're looking at this little pathway in the woods. And I'm looking back there with a flashlight, and I'm looking between these two trees, and there's like this like old piece of metal that's just sticking out of the ground. I'm looking at it, and dude's head is peeking out from behind it, and I'm like, oh fuck no! And I start running. I didn't say nothing until I got a few feet ahead of Peyton and Nick before I said something. So it gets them first. And as we're running, me and Nick make it inside, Peyton with us. Peyton standing at the door. Guys, I'm down one shoe and a sock.
It's always me. Anytime we get into a fucking
It's
situation like
usually
this.
we go into the woods, Logan sees some shit, we run, Peyton falls, or loses a shoe, or both.
So we have to go back and get a shoe. It's just me and Nick this time. We give Peyton a shoe and we decide we're going to go back. So we go back. We have a better flashlight this time. And we're looking at the same spot. We don't see anything. But then Nick's like, wait. And then he hears footsteps and he just starts running. And I'm like, fuck you. He did what he did to me. He did the old reverse route. So we get back to the house and then the cops come. We tell them what happened. And then now we're here. Yeah.
Story time, Bellas. This one's fucking funny.
I'm gonna go take a piss.
Alright, Logan will be back after he pisses himself. Anyway.
Shut your mouth or I'll pee on you.
Oh shoot. You'd like that,
He's
wouldn't
gonna
you?
check that white people.
I know you would.
He's gonna R. Kelly, dude.
Dude, no, not R. Kelly. Would you rather spend one night with R. Kelly?
No, piss on me. Alright, go ahead with your story.
Hold on, I'm responding to a text from another friend of mine. Shoot. What was the story? Okay. This is, I lived in Shreveport my middle school year.
I'll go with you. I think.
Yeah, I know it is.
Isn't that
Let him go.
guy? Go ahead.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, I know. That's a different story, but I'll tell that one. So, middle school year, the last year before.
Which one?
The last one before I came back to Hollis, so seventh grade. Yeah, 7th grade. That's what it was. I had to think. I spent 6th grade there, and it was 7th grade I came back. Victoria's walking around. You might want to hear this story. So we had 4 hours before lunch, which was the only time we could use the bathroom. So this was like supposed to be a big glamorous school, a bunch of awards, and just, I'm not going to name any names. And we get there. Oh my goodness. Scared me. Socks, guys. Socks. And we get out of first hour and we're like, all right, we'll go to second hour. And we'll go after second hour. Well, we had a sub that day and he was a hard ass and we couldn't go to the bathroom second hour. And then third hour rolled around, bathroom was full. So not to say, fourth hour ends. And we go out and we go to walk into the bathroom. And we're all piling in the bathroom. All the urinals are taken and the handicap stall, for that one kid is taken. So I squeeze into the skinny stall next to the urinals. And I hear it. It's fucking, there's this one kid who's not retarded, but he should be in special ed classes. So
I don't know if we should use that R word, Riley.
that's right.
Quite insensitive.
PCP, sorry.
It's not the N word.
It's not the N word, but
It's the N word for retarded people.
Oh, you just said it.
oh man. Shoot.
I am retarded, so I could. It's like the N word for me.
Nick is autistic.
Yes,
I can
he,
say-
he has lumbago. We have confirmed.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with my back.
Shut up, Nick.
Nah.
And he comes in the bathroom and he's just unnecessarily loud and rowdy, and he's trying to talk to people while they're pissing. They're leaving, and it's just me and some dude that's sitting in the bigger stall, and then I hear him leave. The dude comes into the stall door and he starts jiggling the knob, and I was nice. I know the guy's kind of slow. I go, someone's in here. Starts jiggling it harder and beating on the door. He goes, who's in there? Who's in there, huh?
He was hungry.
He was hungry.
He was waiting for you to finish.
Was he trying to eat my ass? Let me close. I'm standing up pissing. And I'm trying to start pissing, but I can't because he's beating on the door like a maniac.
Can't
Oh,
concentrate.
correction. He was thirsty.
He was thirsty. Yeah, he wanted that gamer girl pee, I guess. So he stops beating on the door. And I see a shadow on like the right side where the urinals are. And I start peeing. And I hear something like I see a hand plop down on the floor. And he plops his head underneath the door and goes, "What's up?" And about that time, I start pissing. So I turn, I shift my body, and I piss directly into his face. You hear me?
He was thirsty.
If he wasn't, I gave him a good sip. He starts freaking the fuck out. He starts crying. And I piss on his face. A few hours pass and we get called to the office, me and another dude who was in the other stall. And
Thought you said it was empty.
no, it was the dude who was beating on the door. He left before I pissed on the dude's face. We get to the office and I know the dude and I go, "What's going on?" He goes, "Dude, there's a kid. He smells like piss." He just walked in the principal's office. He comes back and he has a school gym shirt on. And we're like, okay. So he probably told him I pissed on his face. So the principal, she calls us back there. And I fucking hated this lady, dude. She was anything my friends and I would do that was fun, like rolling trash cans at each other down the hall or tipping over the vending machine. That was fucking banned, which for good reason. We're fucking idiots.
That's vandalism.
No, we wanted that Snickers. It got stuck in the coil. We shook it. One of the high schoolers came by and went, and he threw it off. Anyway, the principal calls me into the office and goes, the exact words she says is, "Why did you piss in his mouth?" And I'm trying to keep a straight face, but all I could think about was, fuck, I really did piss on this guy. So he comes back in and he sits down next to me. He's still smelling of piss, like he had just got out of a shower, I swear. And I played the innocent card. I go, "Well, he peeked his head under the stall and was trying to mess with me and stuff while I was pissing." And she stops and he's like, "Well, he pissed in me." She goes, "Stop. Why did you look under the stall while he was using the bathroom?" "Well, I didn't know if it was in there." I said, "Ma'am, I told him occupied twice while he was shaking the door." Without saying a word, she writes me a slip for my fifth hour class. She slides it to me and goes, "Go to class." As soon as the door shuts, she fucking goes off on this kid. She goes, Are you crazy? Don't ever peek your head on the stall. What if he would have had a gun? I shit you not. Like I was gonna be like occupied. He said it. I fucking got him right in the fucking stall. Like I was gonna pull out a gun and go, I'm in here. Bam. Let's just say I got away with pissing in that kid's mouth.
It reminds me of that time. Remember Tommy?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell that one.
I didn't really hang around you guys.
No, you weren't really friends with us in junior high.
No.
After
Until,
What was
not
it?
until like 8th grade.
It was-
Was it 6th grade?
7th.
7th.
7th is when he came around.
Yeah, so we were in 7th grade, and this kid, Tommy, he was like fucking
Retard.
He was like 5'1".
5'1". Well, anyway, was it at lunch?
It was during our PE class. We were changing out. we were going back to regular class.
And you put gum in his
I had a piece of gum in my mouth, and I was chewing it. And there wasn't no more flavor in that. It was during leap. So
Yeah.
so they were letting us chew gum and stuff. So there wasn't no more flavor in that bitch. I had to get rid of it. We were in the locker room, and I spat that motherfucker across the room.
And it landed
did-
in his hair.
It didn't land on the floor or the fucking wall. It landed right on Tommy's fucking skull.
So Peyton's sitting there trying to
I was like,
pull it out.
I was freaking out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
he
like,
was-
Tommy was like, dude, I gotta go to the principal's office. There's hair,
So he's-
there's gum in my fucking hair, and I can't
pulling,
get it out.
He's pulling on it, and Tommy's like, I'm gonna go to the principal. So Peyton grabs his head, grabs where the gum is, and starts biting the gum and ripping his hair out, trying to get the gum out.
Did it work?
No, he's
gotta-
sitting there screaming. He's like, "Stop, please!"
You gotta understand, I had never went to the principal's office before, so I was fucking terrified, and I didn't want to get in trouble.
Gnawing.
So he just
I started ripping his hair
He
out.
converted to cannibalism.
I
He's
fucking
like,
grabbed
He's
Tommy
like, he
by
can't go to the
shirt
principal's
collar.
office if he's dead.
I grabbed him by the fucking collar, and I threw his head in the sink, and I started putting water over his head, trying to rip that shit out, and it wasn't coming out. So I used my fucking teeth,
He was-
and it didn't work. So he's like, dude, stop, leave me alone. And I was like, all right, dude. I started fucking crying, and he went and told Coach on me. Coach was like, what the fuck is going on down here? And he walked us both up to the principal's office, and the principal was like, what happened? I was like, I accidentally spat gum in his hair. And she's like, all right, well, you're going to have to go to the cafeteria and see if they got something you can get out of there. And we went there, and the cafeteria ladies were like, you could try putting mayonnaise in his hair. And I was like, okay, I guess we'll do this. So they gave me some fucking gloves, and they sat Tommy down on this stool, and I stood over him. And for about 30 minutes, I massaged his little fucking head with mayonnaise, and I got all the gum out. I got all of it out. And Tommy fucking went home, and I got detention for a week. And there was no more chewing gum during leave.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Caleb Butler's the reason we can't have phones at school.
Oh man, that was a fiasco.
So before we hit that story, remember whenever we had those balloons at recess? in
Oh my
junior
god.
high?
Yeah, I remember.
I was there for
Yeah, we were sitting there. We had what was it? Why did we have balloons?
You decided to
Oh,
bring
yeah, I just bought balloons.
They were in your pocket.
Yeah, I had some balloons from like a birthday party that I went to, and we blew them up, and we were playing with them. And then did we just pop them, or did they drop and
You
pop?
blew them up, and we were sitting on the bench, and you gave me one. And you're like, here, blow it up. And I was like, I can't tie it, dude. I don't know how to fucking tie a balloon. And I gave it to you, and that some bitch went off.
Yeah,
And then,
like, so we blow them up, they pop, and then was it Miss Steen?
yep.
Yeah, the
Blonde-haired one.
Our female gym teacher runs over there and is like, "What are you doing? Why are you popping balloons?" I was like, "They're just balloons." So she takes us to the principal's office, and she's like, "So what happened?" And I was like, "We were playing with balloons and they popped." She was like,
Balloons are contraband.
She's like, no.
"No, she."
Fuck you.
I know the principal. I went to church with her.
You go to church.
I go to church with her. she
Logan's
was
a
like-
good Christian boy, ladies and gentlemen.
She was like,
Don't lie.
okay. She said, "I don't really mind that you guys were playing with balloons, but Miss Steen is really mad because she thought you guys had a gun." And we're like,
Pull up the fucking
"What?"
I'll teach Tommy to fucking shoot him.
Tell on me. Take
So
that gun to the hair like a
She
fucking
would have just
man.
let us off and just told us to go back. But what did we get, like a day of detention?
I think we got lunch detention.
Lunch detention for the next day for playing with balloons and them popping.
I remember one time me and you had lunch detention for like a week together.
Oh yeah,
Do you
'cause we
remember that?
fought.
Yeah.
I was absent that day.
That was so uncalled for.
I
Oh.
threw milk on her.
How did
Oh,
it
man.
start?
Okay, we were getting back from recess.
Yeah.
And we were going into the room. And me and you were like in the front.
Uh-huh.
You were in the very front. I was behind you. And someone pushed me into you.
And I
you
kicked back
You
because I
fucking
thought you.
kicked me in the fucking knee, and I thought you broke my leg. So I was like, "Damn, that shit fucking hurt. Why'd you do that?" And I like pushed you, and you pushed me again. And I was like, "Dude, don't fucking push me again, homie. I'll fucking lay your ass out." And you fucking, I don't know. We started swinging at each other, and
I hit you in the head and it broke your glasses.
no, I stepped on them.
Oh,
They
yeah.
fell off when I
Your
stepped
glasses
on
fell
them.
off and you stepped on them.
Yeah, Miss Joy was like, "What are you two doing? Y'all are my best students. Y'all are my favorite." No, we went up to the office and I called home and we were sitting there in the office and I was like, we were in the office. I was like, "Dude, why the fuck did you kick me?"
You pushed me.
I was like, "Dude, I
And then
love
right then
you."
and there we were like, huh, that was uncalled for.
Yeah,
Why did that
you do
happen?
that?
And then the next day we were sitting in lunch attention.
No, it was a football game, and your dad came up there and hugged me, and I started crying because I felt so bad that I tried to fight you.
I threw milk on her, dude, in junior high.
Did he
Oh
deserve
man.
it?
I don't remember. He threw something at me, and I turned around, and I had the milk in my hand, and I go, run. And he took off running, and I didn't think he was going to stop running, so I chunked it. And he's like 6'1", solid 200 pounds, and he was covered from head to toe in milk.
I did that to Zach Barfoot sophomore year. We were in gym. And,
Remember when?
fuck you. You can tell it's Anyway, so it was like one of those days where we weren't doing shit in gym. It was like at the end of the year, and
ASMR.
I found like this old ass bottle of chocolate
That's a
milk.
boob pad.
Fucking stop.
That's padding for a bra, dude.
Give it to me.
Continue, Nick.
Anyway, I found this old ass like chunky chocolate milk like in the bleachers. I was like, "Hey Barfoot, catch!" And I threw it to him, and some bitch didn't catch it. And he fought against the fucking bleachers, got all over him. He like went somewhere and threw up. I don't fucking know.
Someone spilled milk in my locker last year, and I couldn't use my books for 2 weeks.
I remember that.
At Logan.
I remember I had IBCA, which is a typing class for anyone who doesn't know it, my senior year.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Who was it? Coach
Wesson.
Coach Wesson
Match 'em.
had
Match 'em.
had typing. So we would do I do that like I do that second period, and I'd pass Nick every day. And I think I told Nick this one. I told Nick, I was like, "Nick, I fucking got in trouble, homie." And he was like, "What happened?" Anyway, we had to do, Coach Wesson was gone one day. And he always gives us these huge pages filled with an essay.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, and we have to type it all out, put it in MLA format, and make sure the font's right, correct anything. Well, I was like, fuck that. It's 5 minutes before the bell rings. I'm not even done like halfway through this shit. So I take a flash drive and I put it into another student's computer when they went to the bathroom. I copy half theirs and I paste it where mine left off. And then I needed like 200 more words. So I set the font color to white. And I just start going to fucking town on this fucking keyboard.
That's actually really smart.
And it gives me the 500 words. And little did I know that Coach Wesson says, "Riley, come here." And we had to turn them in. So we had to send them in like a folder and then send them to him on like some shit so he could look at them. He takes his cursor and he clicks and then he drags down and it highlights an invisible space with nothing there to highlight. And he goes, "What's this?" I go, "It's a glitch." It's a fucking, the man who's probably fucking seen more computers than I've been alive. And I think I'm gonna fool him with, "It's a glitch." So then he does the biggest brain thing possible and sets the font to black. My exact paragraph was, he goes, "You wanna read it?" And I go, in my mind, it goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0, asterisk, comma, space, period, space, period, space, period, space, gotta, period. Because it had to be correct. And he goes, you know you get an F on this, right? I go, yeah. I never told you that story. And I come out and I tell Nick, I go, Nick, I fucked up. Then,
Period.
period. I go, done. Then, big brain idea for anyone who does typing. I saw this in a video. Go into Google Documents. Put in some headphones if they let you listen to music. Take the paper, set it to text to speech, and then take the microphone from your headphones and read off the paragraph. And it will type that shit out for you in Google Docs. And then just copy and paste that shit into a fucking Word document. Save me like 30 minutes of class. I play Cool Math and shit. Y'all know Cool Math? You have to have a fucking subscription to play that now?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
What? No, you don't. We do it all the time.
When?
Every day.
Just fucking.
Because
You're
whenever...
you're going to the wrong one. You're going to a fake Cool Math. I know what you're talking
Is
about.
that a fake
That's
Cool
not
Math?
That's a fake.
Am
Cool
I getting
Math.
scammed, bro?
Yeah.
Why are you outside of high school playing Cool Math?
I was bored. I'm in
But
college.
yo, Cool Math and all those Flash games are going to be gone by
Yeah.
December,
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
December
yeah.
2020.
That breaks my heart. I grew up on Flash games.
Fucking...
That's the stuff. Back on the subject of junior high and fighting, remember me and Judah?
Oh,
You
dude.
fight him?
No.
No.
I was
you
the
been
announcer for
fighting
that
him.
fight. Do you remember that?
Like y'all fought
I don't remember
and then shook
exactly what
hands and-
happened. Well, yeah, because
told
we
me, I
went,
remember.
we didn't have any beef. We just wanted to fight. What?
You-
How did the fight go?
You were, yeah, you just wanted to fight someone. You just wanted to do it.
And Judah
You
was like,
told me-
Judah was
Yeah.
like, I'm not scared of anybody. I have best fist in the
That's
soul.
not what you told me. You were dating Haley.
Oh,
no,
What is it
we
called?
made something up to go with. We basically put the complete fight blame on somebody else. I'll explain that
Dawson
after.
Jones.
Yeah, I'll explain how we did that after Peyton explains the fight because I wasn't really. I was fighting. I wasn't
Yeah.
watching.
The whole basket.
I was fighting. I wasn't watching.
Yeah, it was in the middle of recess, and you know, they got a little crowd gathered up, and you know they were getting ready. So I was tired of waiting. I was like, "Round one, go, motherfuckers!" And they started going, and I don't really remember much. I remember the first hit. I remember you hitting him.
Yeah, I got the first hit, and then he tackled me.
Yeah, the way I remember it, I don't know. I was at a weird angle. It was a long time ago. I saw you throw a right punch, and I could fucking hear it from all the way back from where I was. Judah claims that was his. I'm pretty sure that was
No.
yours.
I threw the first hit
Yeah, and then you went to the ground, and then that's all.
because
I
he
remember.
tackled me, and then he hit me while I was on the ground, and then I think it, yeah, and then I think the whole fight was only about 30 seconds because Coach Steen ran over there and was like, stop it.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna
Y'all
ride my
shook
bike.
hands
You
afterwards.
gotta fucking,
Yeah, no, hang on.
better fucking stop.
So I'm on the ground, and as I'm getting up, I throw another punch, and I hit him again. It looked like I lost the fight because I was bleeding because the only hit he landed was one in the lip, and I bit my lip.
The easiest blow to land, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, the easiest thing to fucking hit.
But everyone else says I won because my punches.
I
were
thought
pretty
you won.
nice.
That was a clean right hand that you threw, and I heard it.
Well, anyway, so as we're done, we're walking away, and I'm like, "Go fight, Judah." He's like, "Yeah, man." We shook hands, and then Miss Steen's like, "What the fuck? Y'all just gonna fight and shake hands? What was that?" And I was like, "We just started walking away." So as while we're waiting to go into the principal's office, I'm like, "Okay, Judah, we're gonna get out of this." And he's like, "How?" So what we ended up doing is my girlfriend at the time. I said that this dude named Dawson Jones. We'll tell you some more about Dawson in a minute. Anyway.
Oh,
So we say.
I got a good fucking story about Quincy. I'll tell you that one after you finish this one.
Okay.
This one's fucking funny.
So we're sitting there, and I'm like, okay, so this is what's gonna happen. We gotta make sure our stories are completely 100% the same. So this is what we said. This is what we decide upon. Dawson comes and tells me that Judah is talking a whole hella smack about my girlfriend at the time.
Whole hell of smack.
And then Dawson goes to Judah and says that I'm talking whole hella smack about him.
It's gone in game, bro.
Yeah, so we meet up and then we fight. So whenever we tell the principal, she's like, "All right, I understand. It wasn't y'all's fault. We got 1 day of detention, and then Dawson gets like a week and a half of detention
For not doing shit.
for not doing shit."
Bro.
Did you agree to this?
Yeah.
Like Dawson?
No, Dawson didn't.
No.
Me and Dawson did the same
No.
thing. You remember that?
No.
Yeah, it was
Alright.
like
I would have hated
it was
y'all.
like 7th grade. And I don't know, he was just scum. He still is scum.
It's still scum.
Probably even more.
He's a whole pile of dip spit.
He was like, "Hey boy, you want to fight?" I guess he was joking. I guess he thought I could fight. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, dude. Let's fucking go." So we go to the
Fucking
locker room.
square up,
And
mate.
there's a fucking mosh pit in there. We're ready for it. And he was like, "You know, I changed my mind, dude. I don't want to." And I was like, "Fuck no, you already fucking drugged me in here." So I right hooked him. And I stunned him, and then I fucking roundhouse kicked him.
Discombobulate.
Discombobulate.
Yeah, I fucking
Times
discombobulated
20.
him.
I never heard about that.
Yeah, and then he went and fucking cried and told on me. So I got in trouble. was it.
You remember when you fought one of our friends and you were like, all right, you can hit me anywhere but the face. Go.
Yeah, that was
And he
straight.
lands a fucking straight punch in your nose. Cause
Didn't you just get nose surgery?
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I
something
just
like that?
had
That's
nose
fucking
surgery.
big.
Why'd you get nose surgery?
I had to get balloon sinuplasty in my right nostril.
I don't even know what that means.
deviated
Me neither.
septum.
Yeah.
It's when
It's-
they put a balloon in
Yeah.
your nose.
Bitch.
And
I'm
they
just
blow
trying-
the balloon up and it expands your
You did the same
sinuses.
That's
So you
strange.
cannot get hit in the nose.
Yeah, it's very fucking sore and everything swells up.
And while they were
Because they're
doing
like,
the surgery, he swallowed like
Dude, I swallowed like a gallon of my own blood and it infected my throat. And as soon as I woke up, I was in the recovery room. I was fucked up on drugs, dude. I woke up like 5 different times. I woke up, the first time I woke up, I was like, oh, dude, what fucking time is it? I looked over, there was this old man in the bed beside me. I was like, dude, what time is it?
Where the fuck
He was
am
like-
I?
He's like, why are you here? I was like, no surgery. And I fucking fell back to sleep. I woke up again and nobody was in there. I thought he fucking died.
they took him to another realm, bro.
He was gone.
They're like, already asleep. Get him the fuck out of here.
I woke up again and I was in my room with my mom. And I was like, Mom, I'm still fucking naked. Where's my clothes at? All I had was that fucking gown on. And she was like, "Are you ready to go home now? Once you're ready, are you ready to go?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good, I guess." And I stand up and I start fucking puking blood and yellow shit.
No.
And it was bad. But I was ready to go home, so I didn't lay back down. I went my ass home.
I did.
all right, bro, like, tell your Quincy story and then we'll
All right.
wrap this up.
All right. Our last story. This is a gym. So there's this kid when I went to high school. He was like, what, a freshman or sophomore?
Quincy Calendar.
Yeah, you know, scrawny little fuck.
Is he a
Always
drughead?
smells
He's a
bad.
sophomore now, isn't he?
He's a sophomore. Well, anyway, I think I told Peyton this story.
Probably did.
It was so
What?
we went
Feed
to
your
so me and Jason, one of my other friends before I got mixed with my group of friends now, had gone to a party at Austin Miller's.
Yeah, it was Austin Miller's party.
We were just watching with the
So
first, right?
we go to the party and I see Quincy. Jake and Dylan are playing beer pong in a blacklight room.
But you
That's
put
who
the
needed
milk
on
in
there,
first.
Jake.
Oh my God, Jake would be great. But we go into the blacklight room and I just see Quincy sitting on the floor.
So bad.
And there's just vomit on him already. He's already fucked up. I haven't even been there like for 5 minutes. And so I go, Quincy, you good? And he looks at me and goes, ah. And he just lays back down. Jake goes, yeah, he's not okay. And so about an hour passes. He had spilt fucking beer on our Uno cards. And he was fumbling around, just being annoying. And finally, me, Jason, and we're all outside talking. And I can't think of who it was that did it. But I just remember hearing, Quincy, better get off me, man. You better stop. And then we hear, boom. And we come back inside. We're like, what the fuck's going on? He goes, Quincy tried to...
Teddy Hartley.
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes, this dude, he wouldn't fuck Quincy, wouldn't fucking get off me, man.
Oh, and he
So
shit himself.
Teddy had like thrown himself to the floor and he picked Quincy up and chunked him. And Clay goes to pick Quincy up and lets him go and backs up and he goes, yo, this dude shit himself. So we grab him. I grab Quincy by his leg and the back of his shirt. And Clay grabs him by like his neck and the other arm and we put him on the back porch. He had vomited and shit on himself. And that was probably the best moment. But one of the craziest things was that night, someone had shit in a bottle. And
Yeah,
we
Jake
could
put it on the
never
story.
figure out who did it.
It was like,
Till this day, I still ask around for who shit in that fucking bottle.
that's the same party where Austin Barfoot was just walking from corner to corner,
Yes.
throwing up.
Vomiting. Yes.
He would walk to one corner of the house, stand there
Vomit.
for a minute, like dancing, and then just go, "Ugh," and then walk to the other corner. "Ugh."
I would have hated to have to clean up that house.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there was nothing in the house. It was not furnished at
It
all.
was
There was someone
weird.
clapping cheeks in an extra room, and I can't think of Cutler's brother.
Tanner.
Tanner was clapping cheeks in that
girlfriend?
room. I think. Because I remember opening the door and I just see Tanner's pale ass from the hall light. And I'm like, damn. And I closed the door.
And then we go into Austin's room and he was trying to fucking tase people.
He had a fucking taser. And he was like, you better get the fuck out of here. And he started waving a taser around and
It was like
zapping
anyone
it.
who he wasn't cool with tried to come up.
He's
the
like,
room, he's
yeah.
ooh.
Trey was scared of it. He was like, ooh. And he fucking
Yeah.
run out of the
I mean,
I walk in,
I
I'm like, am I good? He's like, yeah, you can come on in. And I'm sitting there on the bed. Someone tries to come in and he goes,
He pulls it out like a fucking gas.
Wilson cattle prod.
fuck Luke
Luke
Wilson.
was-
Oh
I lived in
no!
Lafayette. I went to an all-black school, and there was this video. Whenever people fought, it was like bad.
This was a black school, man.
Like,
they would get into a
Two
whole
girls
arena.
were
Oh,
fighting, and
Whoa.
another girl
African
tried to.
American school.
Yes,
Shut up.
person of color.
And two girls were fighting, and there was a big group around them, and
Color.
another girl tried to jump in to sneak her, and a dude jumped in front of her and whacked her in the face as hard as he fucking could, and she ate crap. Like, knocked the living hell out of her.
MMA fight of the century: Lauren Harlan versus Massive. Now that was a box office show. That sold out.
That wasn't a fight. That was
a beating.
no.
Oh, no.
Because
What the
Phoebe
fuck
got
that was.
fucked
No,
up,
well,
dude.
no. It was Peavy and Lauren at first, and Peavy was winning.
And then Kylie.
Kylie jumps
Yeah,
in,
Kylie jumps in and starts fucking.
and like they bring her to the ground. and then
Haymakers,
who
baby.
kicked her in the head?
that was
Lauren.
Kylie. No, yeah, it was Lauren.
It was Lauren.
Kylie was sitting there
Yeah.
fucking going to town and grabbing her by the hair, and Lauren just goes and kicks
And at
it.
the end, she gets up, she's like, it's 2 against 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Madison was like, why are 2 people against me? He goes, because we need 2 people on your fat ass. And I died.
Were you there?
No, it was sitting in the group chat. We were like, whoa.
All right.
Well, she told the prank callers to pull up, so they pulled up.
They
Just
pulled
so
up.
happened to be 2 of them.
Happened to be, they had a squad.
All right. That concludes the podcast, the first episode of the Shakk cast.
That's such a gay name.
Fucking
We're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on
Yeah,
it.
it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Well, if you enjoy, like it, subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah.
And we'll catch you in episode 2.
Maybe.
Maybe.
See you later, bros.